Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So let's talk about variables and data manipulation in Python. Let's get started. In this data scenario, we're going to explore variables in Python. Variables are like containers that hold data. They can be numbers like integers and floats, or they can be strings, which are sequences of characters. Let's start by looking at numeric variables. Let me show you how you can declare a variable in Python. Here we assign the value 25 to a variable named age and print it. Then we change the value to 17 and print it again. This demonstrates how variables can be updated. Now let's move on to a practical example. We'll calculate the area of a rectangle using its width and height. So let's go ahead and define the width and height of a rectangle. We set the width to 5 and the height to 10. Next, we calculate the area by multiplying the width and height. This gives us the total area of the rectangle, which we then print out. Next up, we'll calculate the area of a circle. For this, we'll use the radius and the mathematical constant pi. Here, we define the radius of the circle as 4 and use a value of 3.14 for pi. We can calculate the area of the circle using the formula pi times the radius squared. Finally, we print the result. Now, let's talk about string variables. Strings are sequences of characters, and we can perform various operations on them, such as concatenation, repetition, and slicing. Let's declare a string variable named name with the value John, and another one for age with the value 21. We then print both to see the output. Now, let me show you how you can concatenate two strings. We have hello and Mike, and we join them with a space in between to form a greeting. Here, we demonstrate string repetition by multiplying the name variable by 2, which repeats the string. Let's find out the length of a sentence. We use the len function to get the number of characters in the sentence and print it. To access individual characters in a string, we use indexing. Here, we access the first character of the sentence. Similarly, we can access the last character of the sentence using negative indexing. Now, let's slice the string to get the first 3 characters. We use the slice notation to achieve this. We can also slice the string to get the last 10 characters. This is useful for extracting specific parts of a string. To check if a substring exists within a string, we use the in keyword. Here we check if the word son is in the sentence. Python has some amazing built-in methods for string. These methods allow us to manipulate strings in various ways, such as changing case, counting occurrences, and more. Let's start with a sentence that we'll manipulate using different string methods. We print it to see the original version. We can convert the entire sentence to uppercase using the upper method. This is useful for standardizing text. Similarly, we can convert the sentence to lowercase using the lower method. This is often used for case-insensitive comparisons. To capitalize the first character of a string, we use the capitalize method. This is helpful for formatting sentences. The count method allows us to count the occurrences of a substring within a string. Here, we count how many times is appears in the sentence. To remove leading and trailing white spaces from a string, we use the strip method. This is useful for cleaning up user input. We can split a sentence into a list of words using the split method. Here, we split the sentence by spaces after stripping it. To access the first word in the list, we use indexing. This is similar to accessing elements in an array. Similarly, we can access the last word in the list using negative indexing. Let's make us of what we have learned so far and analyze a shopping list. We'll load the list from a text file, clean the data, and calculate the total cost of items. Let me show you how to read a text file in Python. We open the file named shoppinglist.txt and read its contents into a variable called shopping list. Next, we remove any new line characters from the shopping list using the replace method. This helps in cleaning up the data. We also strip any leading or trailing spaces from the shopping list to ensure it's clean and ready for processing. Now, we split the shopping list into individual items using the split method. This gives us a list of items that we can work with. Here, we iterate over each item in the list, extract the name, price, and quantity, and calculate the total cost for each item. We then store the results in a new list. Finally, we join the processed items into a single string using the join method, with a pipe character as the separator. This gives us a clean formatted shopping list. Now let's visualize the prices of items in our shopping list. We'll create a bar chart to display the costs. We start by splitting the formatted shopping list into individual items and extracting the names and costs. This prepares the data for visualization. Now, let's use Matplotlib to create a bar chart. We set the figure size, plot the item names against their costs, and customize the labels and title. Finally, we display the chart to visualize the data. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and see you next time.